Hello YouTube. I wanted to do a review of a Spyderco Delica 4 pocket knife. I got one of these. I actually bought it off of Newegg. If you're a computer guy, you know Newegg used to be famous for getting cheap computer parts from, and I guess they're starting to sell other things. I was really surprised to see them there, and it was the best price I could find online. Nobody local would sell the Spyderco Delica 4. Anyhow, it's super lightweight. I just keep mine right here. It can clip on your pocket, and it's really nice. It's so light that you don't even know you have it. It's lighter than my wallet. And you can take it out, and it deploys really easy. Come up and show you some features on it. You want to really respect this blade. Let me show you how sharp it is. It's there's some bubble pack, and you just, oops. I mean, that's pretty hard to do with it. It's just pretty sharp. But the point is you want to be very careful with it. And then when you're closing it, you want to be very careful. You just press the button. And I've already accidentally just touched the tip of this, and I cut my finger. It's like a razor blade sharp. And I just barely bumped it, and I was bleeding pretty good. So you really want to respect the blade. Some nice features it has, it's got a ridged top here. And it deploys really easy. If you're familiar with the Spydercos, they got their famous little thumb hole. And, you know, it's out in basically a second. And again, you want to be very careful when you're closing it. It perfectly grips my hand. I really like it. I was worried about the if this would be a good size for me. This is the Delica 4, and it really grips my hand nice. So after you flip it out, I just turn it over. My thumb naturally wants to sit, and this is ridged here, so it gets a good grip, and it does not feel like your hand's going to slip on the blade. Anyhow, and then again, when you close it, you just want to have a lot of respect for it, because it is like way wicked sharp. It's got a clip, and they use bolts on, or I guess some kind of Allen wrench looking screw deal here on this side. So you could disassemble this if you needed to. You could move this clip to the other side if you didn't like the way it was carrying. And I'm just really pleased with this. I use it just to carry around as a tool, and I'm also it makes a good Plan B weapon. What I mean by that is I don't use it as a weapon, but like the other night I was at a Walmart picking up something late, and two people came to me, and so as they're walking over, they're like trying to bum money and give me some weird story about how their car was broken into. And I'm thinking, well, if your car is broken into, shouldn't you walk into Walmart and call the cops and they'll help you out? So their story wasn't really making much sense. And as they approach, I just like, oh, that's close enough, you can stay there. And most people just respect that right off the bat, because you don't want somebody to get close to you, because that's where your danger is. So they're at a good distance. And then I just, as I'm talking to them, I just drop my hand down like this, and it seems really natural. And because I maintain a distance, if they should have tried to rush me, you know, you just calmly go like this, and boom, in 1 second you got your weapon deployed. Maybe I'll do a video on how to use a knife, but you typically want to keep your weapon protected. Just put a hand up. And so the idea is people touch your arm, and that's good because then you know where they are at. And then you just do a brush off movement, and you just cut their hand off, you know. Anyways, and you always protect your weapon. But first option is just like I did. You just talk with people, let them know that the fact that I said keep your distance in a calm, collective way kind of shows them that, oh, this is not going to be an easy target. He kind of knows what he's doing. So they just kind of like, after they tried to bump somebody, they left me alone. Ironically, the next day somebody ripped off a guy I know's car from the place of work, and he had to jump on the hood, and they still sped away, rolled off. Luckily 30 minutes later they found his car, caught the people who stole it. But the crime in our area is starting to get really aggressive. We got a lot of meth problem and heroin problem around here, and so that's starting, they're doing stuff in broad daylight or in public parking lots now and stuff. So it's good to have some kind of plan B. Again, you want to try to talk to them first, and then ideally run. Run's always a good option, unless you're out of shape like me and they're going to catch you. But you know, that's always a very good option. And yelling, you know, help, it works really good. People stop, and then they run away from you. and cell phones are good if you can get away. I'm not a big proponent of carrying keys in your hands, just because you can use you tied up one hand with a pair of keys, and to me I'd rather use both hands to help protect myself. But again, you just maintain a distance and that'll shut down most of the opportunity. Anyhow, a little bit too much into the self-defense stuff, and I'm just really pleased with the Spyderco Delica. And again, it's super sharp. Oh, the blade is made in Japan instead of China, and I got a lot of respect for the Japanese blade and stuff. They've been always known to make good stuff. Anyways, that's about it. It's super lightweight. Highly recommend it. I'm very pleased with it, and it fits my hand really well, and it deploys very easily. And that's my review of the Spyderco Delica 4.